But did you see Keely try to touch Pamela, whatever, and she was just like,
Backed up real quick. She said, "You know what? Let me think about
I
it
ain't
real
finna
quick."
do it, right? I don't want to do it. What's up, everybody? It's me again and Chad, and it's time to lean in, bitch. We're here for Encore, where BET presents Encore, episodes 3 and 4. If you watch episodes 1 and 2, of course, I mean, the recap for episodes 1 and 2, you know where we stand. If not, go back and watch those first and then come back over here. But happy Friday, of course. Welcome back, Chad. How are you doing?
What's going on, Cortez? I'm happy to be back. Happy Friday. Happy July 4th weekend. Should we be
It is
celebrating?
July. It is July. You said, should we or shouldn't we?
Should we be celebrating July 4th? You know, we just had Juneteenth.
That is true. That was my July 4th. But I mean, I historically growing up, we did a little fireworks. So it's LA Pride. So I'm probably gonna do celebrate a little bit here. But
Oh,
that's all I'm doing. I ain't putting no damn red, white, and blue on.
bingo.
But yeah, it should be a good weekend. This is like I'm still at work technically right now, but I still gotta get this in to lean in, of course, in between time. But like I said, we're here for Encore episodes 3 and 4. What do you think? How you think it's going thus far? Episode 1 and 2, we gave our thoughts, but what do you think about episodes 3 and 4 and just where it's going? Because Carlos has actually done a lot of interviews this week. I've been kind of like chiming in. Um,
Yes, and he's been doing a lot of interviews this week.
mm-hmm.
I've been I pop up in the comments on random people's Instagram
Yeah,
pages. Um, but no, 3 and 4 to me has. I feel like the show has kept its momentum.
yeah,
It's still going up. I feel like we haven't had a down moment yet.
yeah.
Like we mentioned on episodes 1 and 2, Carlos King just makes good TV. He knows what he's doing, and 3 and 4 doesn't disappoint,
I agree.
especially 4.
You said I agree, and we're gonna spend a lot of time on 4 versus 3 because 3 initially, like I had to go back and watch it just
Yeah,
because like it was too much shit going on. I couldn't really focus on
plus
like just what they were actually like what I understand what they were arguing about, but I just couldn't focus, and it was just too much going on. So I had to go back and watch. I watched it because Bay was trying to catch up too. So let's get into it. Okay, episode 2, we talked about that. I think Pam was still the queen. I think that things were going okay, but in this particular one, they talked about doing two groups at the beginning, right? And so in episode 3, they bring it up again, and that this is actually post the issue with Keely and Aubrey with her vision, and Aubrey is voted the new queen. Were you shocked?
yeah. I wasn't shocked. I kind of called it beforehand, and it wasn't shocking to me that she got like the most votes because she got a whole bunch of votes.
Yeah.
For, but going leaning out from 2, going into 3,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was pretty much liking Aubrey with the exception of Keeley.
Right.
So it was like to me it was a given. I knew Aubrey was going to end up being the queen one way or another. They really liked the whole vision board thing she did and how she was taking control over the creative director position. So I mean, I kind of knew it was coming.
I mean, she worked it like for her to do that and then win them over. I mean, it was only right that she got
Right.
it. And so she was awarded queen. I was excited. I actually like Aubrey. I've always liked Aubrey, despite what others may think, Killy, whatever. But the big issue in this episode was that they were recording. Which song was that? I can't think of which song it was, but they lost Lamisha and Iris Park. The
Right.
twins, they said they lost it. Now,
I was saying they lost it.
they said they lost it. Do you think they really lost it? Or you think, like,
No, they. No, I don't think they would. You know
that was
damn
a
well.
mess. I said, oh, shit.
I was like, how convenient is it that they lose
Very
Lamisha?
convenient. The two that have been struggling and that have been at, not even just because they've been at the twins, but because where the group stands, they probably are like the most shaky as it relates to where the group is going and even vocals, especially Irish. I'm sorry.
Carlos King lost it. That's what happened.
Right, that was definitely a producer move. I can definitely tell, but I'm here for it. It kept things going. It had Lamisha
Yeah.
pissed the fuck off. And so once they have, I think her and Iris do re-record everything, but then
Yeah,
and that it seemed to be okay. But at the dinner, I think they were having a conversation, and Lamisha brought it back up. And I know last week
yeah.
we talked about the insecurities that I feel like Lamisha, especially Lamisha, Iris, no, I think
She
I don't
gotta take
know.
it with a grain and
She
keep it
does take
moving.
it with a
She
grain
don't.
of salt. Lamisha feels
Yeah,
very strong that she still got it, and I'm sure she has something. But I think right now she needs to kind of something. But I just feel like I don't know. What you think?
so my thing with Lamisha is what I do like about Lamisha is the fact that she has these insecurities, but she will speak her mind.
Right.
Like you don't. She's one of the people that's going like just let it go or whatever. Which on the other hand, like we mentioned, Irish is a little more like. But I also think that Irish doesn't care as much. I think that she cares,
Yeah.
but not to the.
Right.
But I watched a few clips on Twitter of like people were posting. It was like proof that 702 could sing back in the day, proof that
Mm-hmm.
Lamisha could sing. And every clip that I watched, it seems like, mind you, they didn't sound good. That was the first thing. But it seemed like she always wanted to be the star. And I kind of feel like she still has that syndrome
Mm-hmm.
now. And she's not like, with her talent, with just how talented she is and how
Mm-hmm.
she sounds today, how she looks today. It's just one of those things to where I'm like, girl, I get it. You want to bring this up and tell everybody, tell the world how you feel mistreated. But you need to come to terms with reality. That's how I feel about Lamisha. I feel like her
Yeah.
bringing it up and stuff just makes her look more pathetic at the end of the day. Like, we all are watching you on TV. We all hear how you sound,
Yeah.
and they actually there. So I'm like, maybe you just want to, chill out. Just get there, get the check, be a part of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it as, as personal as everybody else, and keep it moving.
I
That's
really
how I
want,
feel.
and I know it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to be asked to come join a project and then be excluded? Like, I understand that it must hurt. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, this was not. This is. It's becoming more of a moment for Lamisha and Iris to prove themselves to everyone versus the album. And I don't think like within 30 days, nobody has time to do that. Like when it comes to an album it takes forever to make albums. Sometimes it takes 10 days or 30 days.
Yeah,
So I feel like it's 9 girls or technically 8 because one of them is the creative director. Uh, so like nobody has time for that for her to be trying to you know get the validation and to prove herself to her. Like it's like girl, if you have it, you don't. Um,
right.
so the table it goes crazy. Like Aubrey can't get a word in. The twins and Aubrey kind of added a little bit here. Nivea really was taking me out actually because Nivea was this Nivea. You hit it right on the head when you said a functioning alcoholic, whatever. Like
Yeah.
she is so funny to me. But the way she was
Yes.
still eating and still caring, doing whatever, I was living for that. And then of course it turned into the twins feeling like they were unappreciated. They felt like
Yeah.
they were like doing it's that's kind of funny to me. That they were doing everything and I get what they're saying, but I didn't like how they kind of worded it. I feel like, they made it sound like they were doing everything and they may have been doing some things, but there are actual producers working on this stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody's making them do this. They're doing it because they're excited, they want to, and it's kind of
Mhm.
like a throw in their face to be like, well, we doing everything and like that's also I feel like a problem within itself. Like, how did you feel about the twins and how they felt about everything then too?
I thought so. For one, like you mentioned, that was funny to you. I thought that was hilarious. Every time they mention that they are unappreciated, it just takes me back to their song.
Exactly.
Call out as I sing it in my head, like, oh, okay, so y'all really feel this way, years later. But anyway, I thought that I feel like they had somewhat of a right to feel unappreciated, but at the same time, I don't feel like they were as disregarded as they were trying to make it seem.
Yeah.
No, I feel like, at the end of the day, like you mentioned, they have producers that are there to help them out with everything. So
Yeah.
I think other girls were more so just like, we gonna get it done. Like y'all's stuff does not have to be at the forefront of everything that we do. Because the twins also have a little ego problem. They feel like, we've done this, we've done that, we've wrote on this person's album, we've done that. So we should have some kind of leeway and y'all should just listen to us.
Yeah.
But that's how it works, just
Right.
like y'all listening to Lamisha and Irish, and how they feel. It's like it's a house of women, like you mentioned last week. It's a house of women, so they're gonna have differing
Mm-hmm.
thoughts how they go about stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just like to me, I feel like the show is the 702 sisters, the Cherry sisters, and it's like everybody else is just kind of there and going along with the flow. But
Well, you
Aubrey's,
don't disregard Keely versus Aubrey because that's on
yeah,
Keely.
they on their own path. You can't even child them
Right, you
to.
can't. Everybody else is just there. I agree. From that point, I'm gonna tell you, I hollered when Lamisha got up from the table and she went to the room and she was like, "I don't need to go to another room to tell you how I feel," and she was just yelling at the damn camera. I was
Yeah,
like, "This woman is crazy."
she is.
Reality TV
Like,
gold, like, huh?
I think she likes attention. I think, like I said, I think she always wanted to be a bigger star than what she
Yeah,
became, and I feel like she knows what she be doing.
she does. She does. She was with her purple
Making,
hair.
yeah, purple hair, like she making a lot of moments on the show to be as untalented or lack of talent as she
Yeah,
has.
yeah. But that was pretty much all for the episode. Like I said, I had to watch that twice because it was a headache the first time, and the second time I actually was able to like actually process everything. But episode 4 I thought was really good. Of course,
Yeah,
the episode starts out with Aubrey talking to, can't think of his name, the songwriter. What's his name?
Elijah Blake.
Right, Elijah Blake. And basically, she was saying that the twins were like throwing him under the bus or talking about him and stuff like that. And I
Betsy,
was just like, did I miss a scene? But I was like, okay, maybe, you know.
she.
Huh?
I was like, I said to something. I said, when did they say this? I was like,
Yeah.
Aubrey is definitely know what she's doing right now in this moment. But
But you,
Keely tried to warn them.
she did, but why do you think she suddenly changed on the twins? Because they were like always on the same page up until this point. So I was confused, like where they came from.
So if you kind of pay attention to the wording, I think that Aubrey was. This is where because I don't know if you saw the preview for. I'm not sure which episode it is, but I think it was the main super trailer. But there was a moment where Elijah Blake went off on Aubrey, and he was like, um, "You are being manipulative right now," and she
Mm-hmm.
was like, "I'm manipulative." So I think that with this situation, I think that the way she was talking about it, the wording when she was having this conversation with him was manipulative. It wasn't straight up like the twins was trashing you. The twins was, it's like she was saying certain things to kind of make him pick that up.
Yeah.
And like he kind of already turned on them too in the moment because he was
He
like,
did. He
I
was
didn't
like,
like,
"What they right?" Yeah, he did. I was like,
you know,
"Damn."
so I was like, Aubrey's being Aubrey right now, like the Aubrey that we know from Making the Band and other reality shows. When she feels a certain way, she knows how to become that person and drop a little gem in your head to make you feel like something's going on. And like I said, Keely warned us about that.
Yeah, that's true. And he did turn so fast. He was just like, "Yeah,
So
they've had the least success." I'm like, "Whoop."
like, supposed to be the professional right here, sir. You're not supposed to be talking about all that.
Exactly. I didn't realize that Aubrey and Iris were close. I thought that was a little awkward too to me. We kind of find out later. I guess what the hell. And like you said, I love Aubrey, but she definitely is, and like I said, she know what she's doing. I
Yes.
don't know if this is. I wouldn't consider this making the band Aubrey. I consider this like post reality TV Aubrey, because,
Yes.
and she does know what to do. Like I think
Yeah.
Keely said it later when Keely was like, she's doing this because it's COVID, it's a pandemic, and she ain't got no jobs right now. And I was just like, well, you know what? She might, you know what? Keely might be right for what? No, there's two, because she was right about Pam being a
Oh
little
my God.
homophobic. And number two was that I'm like, you know what, Keely? Now this is where I can be like, you know what? You may be talking about something.
Right.
Well,
Maybe all,
and I think like you're starting to see like, okay, Aubrey clearly does not really truly care about this group as she was coming off initially. She didn't found them little black, brown, white, yellow women, and then put together a little vision board something like that, and then presented it. And now all of a sudden she just going downhill, which is the rest of the episode is about. Um, Lamisha and the twins make up. That was a plus. Lamisha said she didn't know how to feel, but it seemed like they are making a step. And it seems like all of the people that were like at it are like, kind of like coming together versus the ones who where on a like Aubrey is kind of getting the bad edit or bad look, I will say,
Right.
and rightfully so. But this moment took me out because Kelly was again talking shit in the kitchen. And Aubrey came in and was like, Kelly, you need to shut the fuck up. I was like, oh shit. Like, damn. And but the thing for me was just like, Kelly, like, I get it. Like, I wish Kelly was just stand in her mess. But she was just like, I mean, she just told me to shut the fuck up. Like, bitch, you was
Right.
talking about her. I would tell you the
Right.
same shit.
Just talking about her. Keely definitely
Right.
will hide quick in a hurry.
I don't like it. She turned such a little white lady. But what were your
I,
thoughts?
I thought I was like, now Keely, you was clearly just talking about her. Like, no,
Cash shit.
like I wish she was more like the twins. Like, if you're gonna be the villain, because I
Yeah.
think she could be a good villain. But yeah, the whole running and hiding her hands thing, I just do not like that about her,
I
and
couldn't stand it.
that's when I lean back to Keely. You're a little delusional, and we're gonna put you in this delusional path. I'm not gonna give you no grace. I want to give you your grace when you're right,
Yeah.
but you ain't doing it right now, sis. Like, no, I didn't like that at all.
I think
But that's just
she's
most cases.
yeah. I mean, she has like she lacks self awareness. Clearly,
Yeah,
she does not understand what she puts out and what she does to make people do things to her. Because it's like for her to be like that, most people like that they usually have a temper. They usually clap back. She just gets so like why would you
immediately.
say that to me? And I'm like, girl, stop it. And this moment was like she literally walked in on you talking shit, literally. It could have been a lot worse because if it had been me, I would have really went the fuck off. Be like,
Listen,
if I catch you in the act talking shit like that, and I
it
already did
might
go
have been
off.
worse. They might have edited it for TV.
Yeah, all I remember was to shut the fuck up. You being a bitch and you don't do shit. Blah blah blah. It's basically the same thing that the twins said. Aubrey was just feeding off her. Um, but they actually get another song that Pam writes. It's called "Only God Knows," and
Mm.
everybody seems to be on the song. They edited it to where they said the song was playing and everybody started coming down one by one. I'm like, child, please. They told them to come down.
Right. I know damn well y'all. Pam wanted to have a full circle God moment. She was giving everybody just started coming down from down the stairs. I was like, girl, now you dragging it, but it
Yeah.
was cute. But another reality moment that was needed. I thought that the song was nice. I also thought that it fit Pam's voice very well. Like I felt like it was
Yeah.
a good for the shine. I thought that
You
it was.
were. You were.
It, it was. I thought it was a really nice moment for them because I was surprised that they got that done. I really
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah, it was nice. Like the fact that everybody got on it, it's not like everybody found their part and voice. Um,
Mm.
Aubrey didn't like it, and I really feel like she probably didn't like it because she knew she couldn't sing it. Because when she came down to sing it, Aubrey's voice is it's an interesting voice. It's not terrible, but just listening. What was her part? I was singing it yesterday. Like it was like dang,
I
what
know it's
was it?
dun, dun, dun.
No, Aubrey.
Um,
Aubrey was like the some. Oh, wait a second. I can't remember
oh
it.
yeah,
I can't remember what it.
the belting part.
Huh?
Aubrey had the belting part where she was like belting a little bit.
Yeah. She was. I wish I could find it real quick, but her part they didn't. She kept. It really took me back to Making the Pan when P Diddy was cutting off them songs. She felt like pretty Aubrey, but she ain't pretty Aubrey no more.
Right. At all.
um,
All
but
Aubrey.
overall, I like the song, and this was the. I think I'm glad that Aubrey got pushed to be on it because this was the only song that they have where all of them are on it. They have to have 3 songs, and this is the first. This is
Right.
episode 4, so I think that's why they kind of had to pressure her to do it because otherwise, every other song they have is like split, or whatever. How did you feel about Skeletons? This other song.
I really like Skeletons.
I
The
did
way it
too.
was sound, I was like, okay, this sounds like it's gonna be really cute.
Yeah.
I also that Shamari
Yes.
sounded amazing. I was
Yes.
like, okay, sis. Like I
Yes.
really was impressed a lot. I didn't like because I liked Aubrey's part. Somebody mentioned that they didn't care for it. Maybe it was the vocal coach, Cinnamon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Okay,
him. Yeah.
but I like Aubrey on it, but I will say that I would like to hear, Shamari do that verse as well, just to see, or compare. But I thought that it was very, shady. And I like that Shamari stepped in and was like, I'm not trying to be that girl to take somebody else's parts. I thought that
Yeah.
that was fair. Even though
True.
Aubrey's BSing right now, I thought that that was still fair.
Yeah.
Um, Skeleton sounds really good. And
Yeah.
I'm really thinking that, I mean, from what we've heard so far, I'm thinking that that we're all underestimating exactly what they're going to pull together. I think the tunes are going to end up being really cute.
I'm not underestimated because I feel like they're gonna. It's so many of them, and of course we're seeing the reality TV portion, but we're probably not seeing the serious sessions that they're having. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's like untelevised, and so even by hearing skeletons, like I mean, only God knows, and skeletons are really two really good songs. But Skeletons is a song that I would listen to myself. Like, I liked the choreography they was giving. Like, it was a nice song, and I thought it was only gonna be Aubrey and the twins, but I'm glad they pulled Shamari in for that.
yeah,
And like I said, they're doing the two group thing, which is the issue from the beginning. It's actually working out. I like that they were doing choreography. They were recording this. That doesn't require choreography, and so they have to put on a performance. But I mean, I guess only God knows it's gonna be. And then Skeleton's gonna be.
that might
I
be
don't
only God knows
know.
the closer of the night.
Yeah, it's definitely giving
Yeah,
Halo versus Ego. I don't know. But yeah, so I like
that was.
that. I think the splitting is working. Aubrey was missing, and Aubrey, she kind of just missing the whole time. I don't like. Why do you think she was like distancing herself after becoming queen, and like, what do you think?
I thought that a part of me thought that maybe it was reality TV being reality TV. Then another part of me is like, maybe it's Aubrey being Aubrey. And then another part of me was like, maybe something really is like, wrong with her. But I don't know. I haven't really figured out what to take from it. And it seems like the preview is episode 5 is going to kind of give us more in detail of what
Yeah,
Aubrey got. I don't like it right now. As of right now, I was really liking how positive she was, and we talked about that episode 1 and 2. I was
yeah,
really liking how she was, and it's like now the sudden switch just kind of is off-putting when now they actually have actual music. So I'm kind of like,
yeah.
girl, what's going on?
She could have really took that title and really worked it, but she just shifted and switched so fast. Cause they all,
Yeah.
she came with a vision. This is like, I would have wanted. I feel like the to remove all of the things that Aubrey would have done pre this show. This would have
Hmm.
really helped her image. I feel like just because it would have shown her, and she was already despite what Keely was saying, she was giving us the opposite. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we were with
Yeah.
her. But to switch and to go into this, like, it's just like, okay, you're still, like you said, just being Aubrey. And
Yeah.
that's like this little black cloud that hangs over her because I like Aubrey because I love anything Danny Kane.
Yeah.
Anybody, even if D Woods came out, I would be like, oh, let me see what she got going on because those are my girls.
Yeah.
But I just wish she would have not done that. I don't really think there's a real reason. Like, maybe I don't know, editing or not, but she's just basically acting like she kind of wants to go home. So we'll see. I do know in an interview, Carlos King was like, just keep watching. There are some surprises. And so I really do feel like somebody's going to go home. Somebody's going to probably drop out the group because we haven't heard anything, no spoilers really about it.
True.
So whether it be her, whether it be somebody else, I don't know. We're gonna see. I do really feel like she's gonna leave the group, or somebody's gonna leave the group, just based off his interviews. His interviews give you like something dramatic happens, and
Okay.
there's 10 episodes, so we have what, 6 episodes left. So yeah, we got a minute to
Okay.
go.
Okay. And
Yeah,
we thought it was going to be like, what, 6?
yeah. I checked. So in the interview, he confirmed 10, and then if you look
Hmm.
online right now, it says the finale is like August something, like the second week of August. So it's
Okay.
10 episodes, and they may get a reunion. He said that he wasn't sure, but we'll see. And this is on the Jasmine brand. This is who interviewed him. So I was like watching it because I was trying to get like some inside scoop. But yeah,
Yeah. It would be really dope if they had a reunion, so and had them perform live at the reunion. That'd be really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, I mean they got to perform somewhere, so I wonder is it gonna be like something that they perform post or they already recorded it? Because if they
Yeah.
recorded all of that, then they've done a really good job of keeping it under wraps. Because that's very hard to do in current time of TV. That's really,
Yes.
especially with music. Like Beyonce
Yeah.
should be leaking, which we know she be leaking herself, but still, like it's very hard to keep.
Start, Ree. Don't start, Ree. We ain't going.
I'm just saying. um, Another moment I thought was so funny was Nivea and talking about when she wanted some meat. She was like, "Child," she was about everything that she looked at looked like some dick, and she was just like, "I'm about to suck on this tree."
Yeah. Nivea gonna keep it real. That's what we have learned from all 4 episodes. That Nivea is gonna tell you exactly how she feel. She gonna do it with a smile, a little laugh. She gonna do it while she eating. Nivea is gonna tell you the real with Nivea, and I love that about her. You cannot go wrong with her. Attitude is always the same. I love it.
Yeah. Did you feel any way about them about so when Aubrey planned her little game night or whatever, she gave the temporary queen position to Irish. Keely
Hmm.
felt like it was a setup. You know what I'm saying? And then I think as time went on, she was just like, what'd she say? She was just basically Irish kind of was feeling like, well, damn, I see. It kind of was manipulative a little bit. Do you think it was a setup to like give her this? Oh, I gave her this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think her motive was behind giving it to Irish?
I don't think it was a motive. This
Okay.
is one of the moments where I just felt like Aubrey really likes Irish. You know, of course, the whole twin thing came off kind of weird, but obviously Irish really likes Aubrey as well.
Mm-hmm.
That Aubrey just wanted to give it to somebody that she ain't really had no type of issues with because at this point she had an issue, slight issue with Pam with the whole touching thing. She had an issue with the twins. She had an issue
Ain't
with
nobody
Keely.
studying Pam.
I just felt like at the end of the day, she was probably like, "I'm closest with you. I'm gonna just give you the position so I can get out
Yeah.
of it." Or, just I don't think it was anything behind that.
Well, they temporarily replaced. I mean, they put a replacement in for her to evict her ass, and so I wonder how that's gonna go next week. I mean, I'm sure they were gonna have another voting soon anyway. I feel like they have one like every well, shit, I don't know, but it's another
Man,
one, and you can't evict them. You can't get them out of there. Like you can remove them from the position. So they gonna get her ass out of there. You think she's gonna be upset? Or how you think she's gonna react?
um, I don't know. Aubrey's a weird one when it comes to stuff like this. Aubrey gives me she'll pull one of those. Okay, you guys did what you had to do, and we had to move on, and that's that. If that's what it is, Aubrey don't give me she would be upset, but I also can see her, depending on who tells her that she's being, evicted from the queen spot. I can see her causing a scene. I think if Irish came to her and kind of told her, "Hey, we decided to do this," I don't think she would really trip out too much about it. But if Keely did it, it's gonna be an issue.
You giving Aubrey too much honey. You know she's gonna be mad. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey,
And
we never know.
if Keely do it, if the twins do it, it's going down.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think she ain't really got into it with the twins, but I don't think she ain't scared of them twins. But I'm scared
Yeah,
for her. I'm scared for her as well as the twins.
yeah.
I'm
They,
just saying.
look, they said, because me and Bay fell out at the Twins. We always fall at the Twins, but he was like, and the sad thing is, I don't think that they would be as bad if they weren't together. But he was like, with them together, it's just like you ain't winning with them together. Like them together is like they feed off each other's energy so well. Like that's real, like twin power. Like
Right.
so, yeah. She wouldn't want to go at it with the both of them.
Yeah, but we do know that Aubrey ain't scared. I will say that.
We definitely know that. She
And
don't care who you are.
she got into it with Tammy over the phone.
Look, at it with your boss, who's Diddy. I know you ain't scared of nobody. You don't
Right.
give a
So I can. That's one thing I can say about her. That's she that is that lady, that white lady. She don't mind. So, but that pretty much covers all the episode. I think we covered everything, and so next week we're gonna see what happens with Aubrey. We're gonna see what happens with the rest of the songs. I think like I said, episode 5. So that's like midway through the season. So thus far, I've been entertained. I can't wait to see where it goes, and I can't wait for the music. Like it's gonna be
Yeah,
pretty dope to see the final project. Like I like shows like this because you see where they started, where they got, and just like the development process is always it's like a mini making the band, but like
yeah.
they already kind of made a band, but they trying to make another band. So making another
Yeah.
band.
I saw somebody on Twitter say if they do a season two, have Tia Marie as the solo artist, and I was like, "Child, they keep this show going up and bring other different girls from
They
different
could
groups."
he talked about that too. He talked about like would he do a season two? Like would he do spin-offs with like rappers? Like it's so many ways he can go with the show. I
Yeah,
think he has a really good thing going. He just has to just do it right. You know, Carlos King, I will say he's a great producer, but sometimes, as we've learned since Housewives of Atlanta season 9, some of the things that he does he may get too involved, and you can tell
yeah,
this is a producer's edit. You know, so
yeah.
we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. But that being said, we're gonna lean out. Of course, we'll be here next week for episode 5 and further throughout the season. You can find myself in chat on Instagram at Stupid Wild Tez or at Nice to Meet Me. And you can always find chat on Facebook or Twitter talking that mess and getting blocked
You already
every week about everything. Lil Nas X, Shakara, what's her name? Shakara. What's that girl name? What's
Shakari, she corrected us.
Shakari. I'm sorry, Shakari. All of that. You can find him there, and you can also follow the blog at the Lean Blog. Until then, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all things the Lean. And we will see y'all next week for episode 5. Y'all have a good rest of y'all Friday and a happy 4th of July.
Deuces.